I don't know what's going on in the wine world today, but man, it's goofy. Let me
It's
tell you
so
something.
stupidly crazy.
I just got on the phone with a vendor. They trying to put deals together. The wineries are acting like schizophrenic, and then the wine we're going to taste right now is
Right
the
now.
result of some of this craziness.
Well, first of all, you got to understand we're in the middle of crush. Okay,
That's true.
So they're all schizophrenic crazed anyway. But what's amazing to me is this is the time that you buy wine because they got to get it out of their tanks. They got to get a bottle because they got to
Right.
make room for the new wines. The prices are insane.
I
They're
know, yeah.
higher than they were 6 months ago.
I don't know. I'm getting answers. When they give me the answers why they will or won't do something, I'm going.
Those aren't
it doesn't
answers.
make any freaking sense.
Those aren't
okay?
answers.
So, but this is a result of something that doesn't happen here. It's only happened twice now. This is the second time, and you were part of it, but you didn't tell me that you didn't like it. But the wine landed here August 6th for next month that we're supposed to taste, and I let it. Just, it's domestic. What could be wrong with it? I tasted it 2 months earlier, and it was great wine, and I bought it, and then all of a sudden the shipment shows up. I didn't taste it. Usually I taste everything that lands here, right?
Right.
You tasted a bottle for
Well,
the
yeah,
thing.
but what I tasted wasn't great, but it wasn't like what we tasted.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close to that.
So my daughter got married 2 Saturdays ago, and I was going to use this wine at the bar. I had wine for the table, which was that Cabernet from Harrington's, and I was going to use this Mirage Cabernet for the bar, the pre.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went. I go back to get the case, and a couple cases, and I look, and I see some short fills on the packing counter.
That's an automatic
A whole bunch of
question.
them.
Automatic question.
So I grab one, and there's residue all over my hands. I went,
Ooh, the wine had been cooked.
This is a problem.
Yeah, this is a problem.
So I grab 2 or 3 bottles, different cases, different pallets, bring them back here. It's like Frizzante, right? It's like sparkling Cabernet without all the wonderful parts that should come with the sparkling Cabernet. So I email the guy frantically, call him up. No pushback. There's no are you sure? Check more wines. You know what he says? I don't think we used a refrigerated truck when we delivered it. Are you serious? It's like 100 degrees outside right now.
I know.
So, scrambling to find a replacement, we really scored. We really scored.
Okay. Shh. It's whispering, Trey.
Yes.
We must whisper when we talk about it.
This is 2008 from Columbia Valley.
This wine's really incredible. This is better. I didn't taste the original wine that went bad, but it couldn't have been any better than
No,
this.
this stuff, man. I mean, I stumped somebody at our house over the weekend. She loves expensive wines. That's all she buys. And she just thinks if you spend a lot of money, that's what you got a good wine. And so I decanted this, and I poured it for her. She goes, "This is really good."
It's really amazing.
And I go, "Well, $7.99 too much for you for this?" She's just like, "What?" I go, "Yes, that's what we do for a living. We find good values."
Okay, calm down. It's really spectacular. It's one of the best classic series wines we've had all year, I think.
And you know what's interesting that I get in the end of this is this camphor character.
Yeah, a
once it
little bit.
opens up, and that you would normally maybe get from a Napa or eucalyptus, It's
It
coming
doesn't
from
tell you
Colombia.
what's in it, but I'm sure there's Cabernet in there because it sure tastes like Cabernet.
What do you mean it tells you? It's Cabernet Sauvignon from Columbia Valley.
That's a dead giveaway, isn't it?
You only wrote 500 words on the subject.
400, but
That's a
it's
dead
counting.
giveaway.
Oh, I'm confusing that with something that was a blend of stuff. And wine's amazing. Well, Washington State, they don't have to take a back seat to Napa, I'll tell you. I mean, they make some of the best Bordeaux varietals in the United States, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they argue that it's on the same latitude and
As Bordeaux.
and I think that's valid in
It's
certain
very
cases,
valid.
but it has nothing to do with the soil, but
No.
certainly the microclimate. But it is.
Actually, what it has to do with is the latitude. They're in the summer when the grapes are ripening, they get sun longer than they do here. They get sun till after 9 o'clock. And what that means is that the grapes, instead of being in a hot weather where the sugars rise, the sugars stay the same, but they ripen. And they keep ripening. And so you've got
so
a
you get
riper
really-
grape without high sugar, meaning high alcohol, and it maintains the acid balance. It's how Mother Nature works, and it works better there than anywhere else.
It's clear, and it's $22 at the winery. It's $7.99 here, which is absolutely ridiculous.
$22 is ridiculous.
No, exactly. You would be happy to spend $20 at a wine shop if you took this home and drank it, and if you decanted even more. So I'm giving this a 96.
I'm doing a 98.
Yeah,
It's absolutely spectacular
this is crazy.
wine.
What a find.
And now for some.
You know, it's
being
interesting to me
completely different.
because, I planted Pinot Noir and Merlot at my home here in Arcadia.
How
The
would I know
wonderful-
that?
The AVA of Arcadia, California.
That would be what is it? Agriculture.
Appellation?
No, agricultural vintage appellation.
Yeah, viticultural appellation.
Yeah.
So, but I went out there, and there's the one vine is ripe and ready almost, and the other one's still kind of green. So the
Right.
Pinot Noir's not ready yet, but the Merlot's getting there. So it's
Well,
early
that's
ripening.
odd because that should be the exact opposite. Are you sure?
No, Merlot's earlier ripening than Pinot Noir.
No,
isn't it?
Merlot Pinot Noir is the first red to come in.
Well, maybe it's Chardonnay.
I see. Well, I'd sure like to know the nursery you got that from. Anyhow, this is Mezzocorona Chardonnay, which we've done before, and it's a spectacular wine for the money. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Mezzocorona is a big operation, and we tend to go poo-poo on big operations, but come on, guys, this stuff is really good.
great.
Everything they make is good. Their Pinot Grigio is really good.
They make sound wines, and they are a big operation, but this is from a very small part of the northern part of Italy. It's from the Dolomites, which is a very cold part of near Austria. So it makes a unique Chardonnay, and I think it's perfectly balanced. It's got tons
Beautiful
of Chardonnay
balance.
character, and it feels like it's got a little oak in it, but I'm not sure of that. But I just think it's really good. And now Dolomites, where of course you know this, being your age, that the 5,000-year-old man is frozen there.
I did know that.
At Bolzano.
Yeah, that was my father, actually.
Yeah, so the guy they found in the Alps walking, and he's this perfectly preserved guy. He's called Ozzi. He's 5,000 years old. He had antibiotics in his little pouch. He had his arrows with him. They found out the food he was eating. They had food in his pouch. It's an incredible story. But it's right here in the Dolomites. Also, pear capital.
Thanks for sharing that. with
Yeah, I
us,
know, but
you know. I think this wine is.
I know you knew the guy on a first name basis.
Steel at $6.99, and I'm giving it a 95. Really good. Really nice wine.
Now, when you and Ozzy were friends, did you guys call each other Mr. Ozzy?
I know. I call him Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy. Things you have to put up with. And to think I have to travel here
Yeah,
40
to get
miles to put up with this.
All for some Mexican food after lunch. Now we did this, the bigger brother of this actually, and I actually preferred the unoaked version, which is what this is. But this is the El Bueno Campagna. We did this email special of the oaked version because they didn't have enough for the club. So this is like,
It's an amazing wine.
it is amazing.
You know, it's funny because I had one in my cellar. After I did the newsletter, I totally forgot about it, which I always do because I got too much on my hard drive and I need it for extra things. So I pull it out and I'm drinking it and I'm going, geez, where did I get this? This is really good. And then I look at it, it's got the Wine of the Month Club sticker. I go, oh yeah, now I remember I wrote about it.
This is why I like. Both of them are excellent, and the Roble was like, of course, it's supposed to be more money because it's aged in oak. But this one to me has a little more dimension to it. It's got more depth. When I taste this wine, you get so many layers.
Well, it's got a little age on it. It's 2009, you know,
There's
and
spice and
it's
there's
very nice spice in this wine.
Dark
$16.99 on the shelf, which would be a steal for that kind of money. But right here at the Wine of the Month Club, unbelievably $7.99. Unbelievable.
that's a 95 for me too.
I'm there.
We're knocking them dead today.
Yeah, we are.
We're killing ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I'm almost there anyway. So. And last but certainly least,
It's funny. This is sort of a month for I'm going to say repeats. But last time we did the Mezzocorona Chardonnay was years ago. But we also have done this.
Uvaggio Vermentino. I love this
But
one.
it's from Lodi. And this, if you look at this package, you would swear it's from Italy.
Absolutely. Well, Uvaggio. I mean, that. What does that mean? That means sort of something about the vintage
Getting like
or eggs.
tangerine and-
Yeah, uva means egg, so I'm not
That's
sure.
right.
I'm not sure what this means.
But
Well,
to be from Lodi and to just have so much character. We
well,
got tangerines and all
yeah,
kinds of them.
well, Vermentino is one of my favorite Italian white grapes, bar none. I mean, it really is a spectacular wine, and this is a worthy, example of it in California.
So I apologize for having repeated labels and even varietals, which is pretty rare here. But what am I supposed to do except bring you the best values we find? And this
Paul,
is one of them.
speaking for all 4 million of your members, we don't care.
Well, I appreciate that, Ed, because
We just want the best values, right, guys?
wait till you see
Wait till I
what
see.
I'm bringing in here in a couple of weeks.
What you look like?
You're Nothing like that 6-pack of beer you brought out. Okay, so, but this is going to be memory lane for you next time we
Ooh,
convene.
this is scary now.
It is
This is scary.
The ones you can remember.
I can't remember this morning. $15.99 on the shelf, $6.99 reorder price, 94 points, and there you go. For those of you that just tuned in, like the guys who have been here this whole time suffering through this is for September Classic Series of the Wine of the Month Club.
And I just got some wine in my mouth. That would be trouble.
Yeah.